Tree. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are touring sketchbook number 39. That's how many I have physical sketchbooks, but on the channel I've toured 47. So this is 47. I think I started this sketchbook around 2018, and then it sat there and I picked it back up in 2019 for a little while. I dropped it again and came back for a little while in 2020. And of course I did that again in 2021. And finally this year I decided to finish it in about a month. So one of the number one things that I did when I was going through this sketchbook and going back through it was that I realized that I wanted to add some more colored pages. So that's what I ended up doing. On blank pages that had nothing on them, I would try to include something colored, or if there's a little bit of space on the page that had nothing in it, I would try to put something colored there. Another thing that I wanted to do was add a few more backgrounds in certain parts. So when I was going through it, I also tried to do that too. I wasn't always successful at that, but that's just how things are sometimes. There are a few things in here that do have backgrounds already. It's just something that I was noticing was a trend, is that I've been kind of skipping out on including any backgrounds or anything like that. So that's why I like to add them back in. And of course, on top of all that, I had to take out some footage because it had my full name on some things, and I don't want my full name out there right now. I mean, I do have a Facebook, but yeah, not on my YouTube channel. There's not much I can really say about the beginning pages. They're just kind of messy. And that's just how my sketchbooks were for a little while. I didn't want to draw that much, but I was forcing myself to kind of do it anyway. That being said, I don't exactly remember why I wasn't drawing that much in 2019. I know up until 2021 I was going to college. And I think I started going back in 2019. I'm not 100% sure. It could have been 2018 that I went back. I don't remember. But I'm really happy that I finally forced myself to finish this thing because it's been sitting for so long. And the only reason I completed it in a month was just because I was just trying to go very fast with it a little bit. But also, I do like the things that I was drawing. It's not that I didn't enjoy the things that I was drawing. I basically would have an idea and I would just draw it and didn't really think too much. Another thing is that lately I have a list of things that I want to draw, so that kind of helped a little bit when I didn't know what to draw. I would look at that list and be like, I want to draw this pony, so I would draw that pony. I also did quite a bit of like Project Harper stuff in here accidentally, because I changed Harper's story again, and now there's like 2 more characters in her story. And when I was redoing some of these pages and adding color, on one of them there was this old drawing of an OC, and I ended up redrawing her. And then I was like, hey, I really like how this drawing came out with this OC, so I ended up using her. So I guess that's kind of like a happy accident, or a good thing that came from going back into the sketchbook after neglecting it for so long. Now, this sketchbook is pretty thick. Not only from just drawing in it, but also from where I taped some stuff in at the beginning. And I don't know why, but I really hate it when I fill my sketchbooks that much in a way. I enjoy doing it and looking at it, but sometimes I hate that when I get to the back, because there's all this big paper on one side and you got the small amount on the other, and it really throws me off drawing like that. So in the next one that I'm finishing, I'm going to try to not tape as much stuff at the beginning, or just wait until later to tape stuff in, just so that way I don't get frustrated towards the end of the sketchbook. And I mean, some sketchbooks are already thick and long enough as is, so that's the plan. I don't know how that plan will turn out in the future. I guess you'll know when I do tour that sketchbook. There are already a few things taped in that sketchbook, but from now on I'm going to try and avoid that, so that way I can avoid making it super thick right away. But for this sketchbook, that definitely was a problem, which is kind of why I'm glad that in the later pages, when I got into markers, the markers bleed through this paper, so if the markers bleed through, I can't draw on the other side anyway, and I would just not tape things on the back of that paper, so that way I would avoid that problem. So, around this point with the eyes, that was going to be Freya's old design, but the green-haired one is her new design, and I like it a lot more. I just couldn't translate it the way that I wanted to translate it, and that's why I ended up really liking using that design from the sketchbook. But yeah, my plans for the future is to try and draw more backgrounds in my sketchbook, while also trying to not make the pages too thick right away, because I know I hate that. And doing those two things will make me a lot happier in my sketchbooks, let's just put it that way. But as we're approaching the end here, I just want to say thank you for listening to me ramble. I'm going to try my best to put a few more videos up on this channel very soon, so look out for that. I know I've just been uploading shorts lately, but that's just because I've been uploading more frequently on like TikTok and stuff. So if you want to see my art faster, I guess that's a good place to go, is my TikTok or my Instagram. But yeah, thank you so much for listening to me ramble, and I will definitely see you next time. Also, you should subscribe to this channel, since I'm going to be trying to upload a few more things. Thank you for considering subscribing. Goodbye.